Hello everybody, welcome to Rewrite Your Reality with Reese. I am your host, and today's video is going to be about there was never 3D evidence. You are the evidence. You are it. It's only your awareness. So there was a idea that somebody asked me about, and it basically comes down to swinging between I am and I am not. You know, that swing circle, the trap of seeking evidence after assuming who you are, trying to go and look for it, right? You do this in vain, but we do this anyway, regardless of how much in vain it actually ends up being, right? So after a person imagines and assumes something about themselves, after they declare, I am, they often begin to waver between these states of what we call belief, which is actually just a mask for hope in this situation, and doubt, which isn't a mask for anything other than experiencing a reality you don't desire within your awareness. This swinging creates a turbulent inner experience. Moments of hope followed by moments of resistance. They don't do anything. In this fluctuation, you start to seek reassurance through external means, right? There can only be external means where you are seeking something. You can't seek something within you because you are looking at it. But what you truly seek within you is what you are looking as, which is actually what I had a conversation about. Remember, when you are hoping and wanting more faith in your wish fulfilled, the thing that you are hoping with, the thing that you are wanting with, the thing that you want more faith in, is the thing that is faith pointing in that direction. So what you are hoping to try and gain, you are using to point there. You're using your own faith to point to wanting more faith. You're using your own faith to point to more hope. You're using your own faith to point to more belief. What you are pointing with is your faith. What you're pointing with is your knowing. What you are pointing with is your awareness. That's who you are, right? But if you don't know that, you end up checking tarot cards, psychics, watching manifestation video after video after video, or you read new books or techniques, or you want new techniques, or you want new books, all in the hope of finding proof that your desire is coming, finally. Something said yes, and you finally agreed with it so much you stopped looking for it. Not gonna happen. What's really happening is not creation, it is self-soothing. Right? You are soothing yourself into a continuous experiencing of repetitive checking and then believing and then turning into hope slowly and then back to I am not, right? It's an attempt to feel temporarily better, but that temporarily better feeling is not manifesting anything. It is a manifestation. Manifestations don't manifest, as we have said, right? About the desire. Rather than resting in the knowing that I am already that which I am, the focus shifts from being to checking. And then you start to embody the version of you who is seeking evidence. That's all you're doing. So these constraints and limitations, you begin using more and more techniques, more this, more scripting, more tarot cards, more videos, to feel safe that what you have chosen is unfolding. Not entirely sure safe from what, because there is a what that you believe is happening that isn't your desired reality. That's what you're assuming. Whatever you are feeling safe from continuously happening is what you are assuming your reality to be. So make your assumption what your reality is, what you are assuming to be, regardless of whatever happens, because you have chosen it. Whatever feeling, whatever emotion, whatever doubt, let it come, it will go. The same way it came, it must follow, because it doesn't mean anything. So each new tool, card, reading, method, whatever, reinforces the very subtle idea that you are not yet what you desire to be. You couldn't not yet be it. God doesn't not create. I'm trying to get a double negative there, wait. Basically what I mean is there is no evidence of something not existing. There's never going to be a string of evidence to something that just doesn't exist. But what we are doing is we're trying to find evidence for it existing, and we are trying to create the evidence of it existing, or we are trying to justify that there is no evidence of it, so it must not exist. One of those. There is never going to be evidence looking forward to your desired end. There is only going to be evidence as awareness that your desired end exists because you have gone there. You've gone within, felt it real, and said, this is who I am now. That's the evidence. What else do you want? Because you can either keep searching for evidence, or you can assume it is unfolding. Here's the thing. Reality exists simultaneously. That means the entirety of it exists here and now. Even in the physical world, whatever desire you have must actually be being created from this very moment of the physical world. So there isn't a point of reality that is not connected to this specific point where we are all experiencing our physical self existing. So from this point, no matter what you desire, you must be able to physically unfold into and as the version of yourself that experienced the identity who experienced that desire. That means every single desire you can possibly have is nothing more than another experience of reality that must exist from right here and now. And if it exists from right here and now, that means God, as you as God, your higher self, your greater self, is simultaneously creating all of it from right here, right now. That means there is never going to be a point later on in your awareness, in your physical reality, where something suddenly becomes true. It must be true now, it must have been true before, it must be continuously true forever after, because it must just be true right now. That's it. End of story. You can actually stop there. You stay focused on that external confirmation instead of your inner knowing of awareness that what you desire exists. That's the awareness. That's the evidence. One step. It's not even a step. It's just there. True act of creation requires no checking. Who did God check with when He made reality? No one. Who did God ask for permission to create reality? No one. Who did God ask for evidence that reality is created? No one. So what did God do? He became reality, all of it. And then He became conscious, aware of who and what He, she, it is, whatever. You are that God experiencing reality. So slide number 2. Like I said, we have all of these ideas within us already. They all exist within us. We've probably experienced 1, 2, or 3 of these at least, wanting to create the experience of our desired end, desired identity. Tarot cards. The cards don't point to anything other than what you are reflecting. Scripting. Definitely, because you're the one that scripted it. You know what you scripted is your reality. No one scripted it for you, or at least you didn't set in motion a script that you don't want to live. But you're taking reality out of your hands with tarot card. You're putting your power into someone else's hands, saying, "Hey, this is what exists for you." Yeah, of course. You are reality. Someone couldn't tell you a reality that you exist in that doesn't exist. It exists, but it's only a reflection of you. Spiritual ball reading, psychics, all of it, that's just reflecting you. Subliminal tapes, rearranging your subconscious mind, manifesting different changing frequencies and vibrations. All of it exists in the 3D world alongside you as another idea, just another story that you can tell about yourself. I'm not entirely sure why I say the word story like that, but whatever. Story. There you go. Anyway, all of those infinite ideas literally exist right here and right now. None of those things could point you to a reality that doesn't exist. It's infinity. What is it about infinity that is shocking that a version of this exists? What you typically get shocked by is that you believe that you are on a certain direction because someone else told you that. They don't know that. They are pointing you in a direction which you can walk in. It's not set in stone. You can experience that. Yes. That's what happens. That's why it's so popular. Because you tell somebody who believes in what someone else says, and they focus on it as awareness, because everyone is awareness, and then they end up experiencing that. Yes, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Only if you don't understand that you are the self-fulfilling that prophecy. It's not a self-fulfilling prophecy when you are awake, and even though someone tells you are going this direction, they have no power over which direction you consciously experience. In their reality, they might literally experience you going that direction, but it's not yours. It's a separate simultaneously experienced reality creation from their point of view, which you don't have anything to do with. So slide number 3. 3D evidence of I am and I am not, right? This is what this entire thing is. All of those things are happening inside your divine mind. You are the divine mind. And whatever you are focused on using any of those processes is what your focusing creates. That's what that image is. The image of your higher self, you, that consciousness of your higher self. That red box is whatever you are focused on becoming it entirely. Whatever is in that red box is you becoming it. You are the red box becoming whatever is in it. So if you're focused on any of those processes, and whatever that process is pointed to, the reality of that, that's what you're putting in your red box. That's what's unfolding. And then what you end up doing is, because of you putting your power into those things, you end up swinging, I am hoping, I am not. I am hoping, I am that I am not. You go back and forth. Just know that even if you do go back and forth, you are always I am that I am. That swinging idea is connected to something. There's a source of the swinging. You are the source of the swinging. So when you are swinging, or when you swung, swang, that sounds terrible. When you swung back and forth, realize whatever state I'm feeling, it's from I am. It's from me. So even though I'm feeling hoping, that's fine. I know I am. Even though I'm feeling I am not, it's okay. I know I am. That's all. You're making a point to go back to knowing that I am that I am. Slide number 4? I think it's 4. So, consciously focus on your desire. Don't hold on to anything other than knowing your fulfillment. Go to your end and stay there as that screen of awareness inside of your own awareness. Yes, you are awareness of everything, but you have a focused screen, and what's in and on and as that screen is you. So just go to your end. Assume it's done and you immediately shift into that timeline. As I said, all timelines exist simultaneously right here as that identity experiencing it from within. You are already that which you desire to be, and your absolute refusal to believe it is why you keep believing in all manner of nonsense. That's why. That's slide number 5. I usually number these, but anyway. Reality is not made in the 3D world. Nothing is made in the 3D world. No, but we make stuff. No, we don't. That it's made in your awareness first. Any idea is made in your awareness first. There's an illusion of reality unfolding, these parts seemingly coming together to create something that already existed in the way that it does. Think about any video that you have seen of something being made. If you pause the video, it's not made right then, but you know the rest of it exists where it's made there. But this point where you are seeing it broken down becoming, that exists as a whole finite, final experience. You are transversing these whole finite, final experiences to the finite, final experience that you desire to experience as the version of you who experiences all of it. That's what fulfillment means, the continuous experiencing of who you are. And the only evidence that there is your willingness to assume that you are already who you desire to be. Your assumption is evidence. Your words are God's words. Your experience of reality is God experiencing reality. God cannot experience your point of view without your point of view. So when you imagine, you are literally creating reality from your own being. Anything else is you being aware of an unpreferred reality, and you are kicking and you are screaming and you are trying to make the cards say something different when it didn't matter what they said in the first place. There's no other reality happening. Everything unfolding in reality is unfolding perfectly. And in any case, why would you want cards to tell you you are in your desired reality? Just be it. Like, who cares about the cards, frankly? Right? They're fun, but they're not fact. Number 6. So, this is a fundamental thing. Yeah? I wanted to make an entire video about this, and I will, but this fundamental understanding here is what I would like to, which is something I would propose to each and every person do if you are fluctuating. Ask yourself this question out loud in your room by yourself, in your own mind. Who am I? And then don't answer, don't do anything, just ask, who am I? Simple thing. And then when you realize that no one in the entire universe and nothing can answer for you, that no amount of voices that come into your mind saying who you are, no amount of thoughts that come into your mind can say who you are, no amount of emotions you feel is going to tell you who you are, no amount of anxiety you feel about what's going to be answered for you is actually going to be your answer. Because you know, when you said, who am I? You are the one that's going to answer. So who are you going to answer as? And the only true answer is I am the creator. I am God. I am source. Who am I? I am God, because I am the one asking the question. I am the one hearing the question. I am the one answering myself. No one else can answer that for me. Even if they give you the same answer. Every other identity is you. So the creator, believing you or not. I'm not answering it for you. I'm just proposing you ask yourself the question. When you accept that you are the creator, every word you speak comes from that knowing. You speak as God, not as someone seeking God. That's all. So again, when you are seeking, what you are seeking is what you are seeking with. When you want more faith in something, your faith is the thing that you are wanting with. Hope that it does make sense. It's a very powerful idea. What you are seeking with. What you're wanting more faith in, you are faithing in that, with it. Like, what you want more faith in is what you want more faith in. Like, it's how you have faith in something. It is that. So, that being said, thank you all for being here. Thank you for the question. Thank you for the wonderful support lately. Thank you for the subscribing. Thank you for the joining. Thank you for the liking. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the light. And love and light to each and every one of you. Thank you for the TikTok following. Thank you for the Facebook joining. Thank you for the general beingness. And I will see you all in the next one.